I'm getting ready to start a royal oak fire. I'm gonna go on top of some coals. We put the brakes on those on our last cook, and so I'm just adding a little bit of pressure to it. Today I'm putting together, for the first time, a pork ribeye, and it's a pretty big piece of meat, so we're gonna do an offset cook. I'm gonna do a reverse sear, so my pork steak's gonna sit on top of the part of the grate that doesn't have a fire, and I'm gonna use the part that does have the fire to do some quick potatoes for potato salad. So y'all watch. I'm using my diamond lighter and my royal oak tumbleweeds to get this fire started, and that's really all I've got to do. I'm gonna leave this for a few minutes while I do prep, and when I come back, it'll be ready to roll. This up a very little bit. It turns out that the ribeye is just the fatty end of the pork loin. So this is stuff that we've already cooked before. We're just going to do it a little bit different. Okay. So we'll start with a spoonful of lemon juice powder. Ooh, this one's lime juice powder. Onion powder, garlic powder. We want spicy? I think we want spicy. One. How pretty. So back at Christmas, I made Jezebel to go with my Christmas gifts. So I'm gonna use some of my Jezebel sauce, and for y'all who aren't from the South, it's kind of a mustard horseradish sauce with a little bit of sweetness to it. I don't think that the sweetness will kill us here because we're gonna not use just a ton, but I am gonna slather this. There we go. Now I'm gonna let this sit at room temperature until my fire's ready. In the time it took me to prep those potatoes and the ribeye roast, our fire's ready. And you can look at it and tell this side super, super hot. It's gonna be perfect for getting those potatoes browned. This side still hot, but it won't be that direct heat that dries our meat. So we're gonna do a reverse sear, but I'm gonna start first with these potatoes because they'll take a little extra time. This will get brown fast. So even though my coals aren't completely caught up, royal oak charcoal is, the lump charcoal is straight wood, comes out of a kiln, and there are no chemicals, so it's not gonna hurt as everything's catching up. Listen to my potatoes doing a little fry. And we're just gonna pop this guy right over here on the cool side. So I'm using my Roark Smoke probe thermometer. I'm just gonna pop it in here. Let's see, let's do about like that. It's gonna let us know what the temp is, and when it hits about 135 degrees, we're gonna pull that pork ribeye and we're gonna finish it up on the hot side of the fire. Yeah, so the cool thing about this Roark Smoke is that I have a little something to tell me what my temperature is. I'm gonna go in, work on my potatoes, and still be able to watch the temp on my roast. To put that potato salad together, our pork ribeye has come to an internal temperature of about 135. Let me pull this guy out. Let's see what happens. There we go. We're gonna let him rest like he's in the nursing home. I'm just gonna cover with a loose foil. I'm not quite ready to eat dinner yet, and I want this guy to rest for a good while. So just gonna make a little foil tent. Onion have to touch, by the way, for it to be perfect. Your mustard and your onion must touch. Ooh-wee. Crunchy, juicy, tender. That hits all the marks.